All right. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday to you too, Desert Living. How are you? Wow, we got 5 people already. All right, let me just get my SHIT together. How you guys doing? Is there any lag or can you see me? Let me know if you can see me. You're good. Can you guys see me? I'm not like all foggy and stuff. Can you guys see me? Hello, hello. I'm good. Okay, well, all right, that's good to know. How is everyone? How is everyone doing? Thank you for joining. Whoop, we made it, guys. This is the fourth and finale of the Christmas trivia. Whew, thank God. Oop. You're never too prepared. I know I'm not. It's always something going on. All right. You guys ready to play? Hi, Plan B. How you doing? Nice to see you again. Thank you for coming in my live this morning, and thank you for being here. Thank you. Today I'm naughty. This is the finale of the Christmas trivia. You guys have been great hanging out for 4 weeks with me. You guys ready to get this party started? For returning champions, returning titans, you know the name of the game. I'll ask the question twice. You got 20 seconds to answer it. They are only true or false. I don't know any of the questions, but I did sneak a couple of cards in from previous weeks and see if you guys were paying attention. Real good, real pretty. Thank you so much. Laugh out loud. All right, you guys ready to go? Ready to rock and roll? All right, hopefully we won't have any mishaps today. And I can see the cards. All right, let's get started. I've been yakking for 2 minutes already and haven't even read a card yet. All right, you guys ready to play? Let's get this party started. Let me shuffle them a little bit. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. Haven't seen you in a while, Desert. All right. Let me get these parties started. According to an analyst of the population's birth dates, Christmas Day is the least popular date for babies to be conceived. According to an analyst of the population's birth dates, Christmas Day is the least popular date for babies to be conceived. True or false? And I got 21 seconds on the clock. You've been under the weather. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get to feeling better soon, Desert. True or false, guys? I hope you get to feeling better, honey. We have... All right, that was a quick 21 seconds. And it is Desert Living says true. Plan B says true. And the answer is false. On the contrary, babies born on one of the top 4, the most popular birth dates, September 17th, are estimated to have been conceived on Christmas Day. Did you guys... You're welcome, Desert. Did you guys understand that answer? It's kind of weird. So one of the top 4 of the most popular birth dates, September 17th. All right, onward. The original songwriter of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer penned a follow-up with rock and roll guitarist Chuck Berry. The original songwriter of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer penned a follow-up with rock and roll guitarist Chuck Berry. And Desert Living says, true or false, guys? Are really It's either or. Anyone? True or false? I know. I didn't know it either. And it is true. Released in 1958, Run Rudolph Run excuse me, Run Rudolph Run was co-written by Johnny Marks, who wrote the original hit. All right, good to know. Next question. Oh, Desert Living false and then true. Yeah, is there a lag or something? I don't know. A Stalin festival in Germany produces a single Stalin that weighs 3 to 4 tons, although due to its size, it isn't actually edible. A Stalin festival in Germany produces a single Stalin that weighs 3 to 4 tons, although due to its size, it isn't actually edible. True or false? And okay, thank you, Desert. She says, no, it's not lagging. Okay, thank you. I'm telling you, the last couple of times I've been doing this trivia, something's always going on. So I'm glad there's nothing going on in this one. True or false? Plan B says true. And the answer is false. Not only is it edible, it's ceremoniously cut with a silver-plated knife, 1.6 meters long, with pieces then handed out to the festival crowd. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. Wow, that's cool. All right, onward. Christmas trees were originally used rather than firs, but tradition changed after a blight affected yew trees in the early 1900s. Christmas trees were originally used rather than firs, but tradition changed after a blight affected yew trees in the early 1900s. True or false? Guys, I got so much new things going on next year. I'll have my boom figured out and everything. I can't wait. I got a lot in store for you guys. 4, 3, your most avid fan says true. Plan B says false. And Plan B, you got that right. It is false. The realization that yew trees had poisonous qualities that could affect children and animals was led to the switch during War II. Hi, Carlo. How you doing? Oh, really? During World War II? Oh, wow. It's good to know. Hi, Carlos. Bright eyes. Thank you. All right. I think I just got to get always fussing with something. All right. Am I too bright? I'm having a bad hair day, but onward. Anyway. Okay. The Spice Girls hold the record for the most UK Christmas number ones, having topped the charts in 1996, 1997, and 1998. The Spice Girls hold the record for the most UK Christmas number ones, having topped the charts in 1996, 1997, and 1998. And your most avid fans, I gotta put this would help. Your most avid fans says true. Kentucky guys, hi Kentucky guys, how you doing? He says false, or she. Plan B says true, and Desert Living says true. Wow, you guys are on top of it today, and the answer is false. The Beatles had 4 festive chart toppers in the UK among Christmas let's do that again. The Beatles had 4 festive chart toppers in the UK, earning Christmas number ones in 1963, 1964, 1965, and 1967. What does that have to do with 1996, 97, 98? I'm just reading it as the card is. Okay. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Kentucky guys. Welcome in. Hi, Wayne. Wayne Schultz, how you doing? You hate the Beatles? Yeah, they... Yay, Beatles. But I don't know what that has to do with 1996, 97, and 98. Wow. I don't know. Okay, onward. Hi, Wayne. How you doing? The Dutch version of Santa Claus, called Sinterklaas, lives in the South Pole rather than the North Pole. The Dutch version of Santa Claus, called Sinterklaas, lives in the South Pole rather than the North Pole. True or false? So this is Christmas. I love that song. Private Island, select over, what's your name? Select, I'll just call you Select. Private Island, and Kentucky guy says false. And the answer is false. You got that right, Kentucky. He is actually said to live in Spain. A ceremony held in a different Dutch coastal town every year was Santa Claus arrived from Spain by steamboat. He is actually said to live in Spain. A ceremony held in a different Dutch coastal town every year sees Santa Claus arrive from Spain by steamboat. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I love learning traditions all around the world. You were in Private Island, I see. No, I wasn't. Were you? Hey, Slow Burn. It was false. You guys were right. 0 for 0 today. Hey, you're just starting. It's okay, Desert. And you're a little under the weather. Hey, it's okay. It's just a game, guys. It's just a game. The Pampered String is showing. Tommy, get off. Somebody kick him off. Miracle on 34th Street has Sinterklaas in it. It does? Oh, I got to check it out. Somebody, where's my moderator? Okay, he's got to go. He's got to go. We don't need any of that shit. Whatever. Children. Hi, remember me? Yes, I do, Good Owl. How you doing? Welcome. Okay, well, I don't know where you were before, you most avid fan, but I had to kick somebody out. It's okay. Christmas trees, get rid of Tommy. I did. I got rid of them. No reason for all that crap. Looking gross. Christmas trees were banned in Russia in 1917, and the law was not repealed until the fall of the USSR. Christmas trees were banned in Russia in 1917, and the law was not repealed until the fall of the USSR. Kentucky, no, they're blue. Do they look green today? It might be because of the green light I have over there. They change. Sometimes they get green, but they're really blue. And Plan B says false. Kentucky says false. Lucas, a homemade, rimmed out. Okay, a-hole mode rimmed out. Who is Lucas? Who is that? Don't be timing anybody out, but before I know, I see it, okay? And go to Alice is true, Desert true. Hi, Peter Cooper. How you doing? Look green and true. And the answer is false. Although they were banned in 1917, they were unbanned due to popular demand in 1935. Your eyes are beautiful. They look really green. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's probably the green light, but they are actually blue. But thank you for the compliment. That was very nice of you. Timed out. Who'd you time out? Hey, Shreve, beautiful, beautiful queen. Hello, I am Mr. Duck, the only civilized duck in the rivers. Hi, Mr. Duck. How you doing? Welcome. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Shreve. Nice to have you in. Welcome. All right, guys, you ready for the next one? Hi, James W. How you doing? Say hi to James W., everyone. In some, particularly Lutheran churches, you might find a Christmas tree. In some, particularly Lutheran churches, you might find a Christmas tree. True or false? Remember, we got 21 seconds, guys. Watch you from Dubai. All right. Wow. Thank you. Wow. From all the way from Dubai. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking, James. Best wishes from London, England. Best wishes to you too, Peter Cooper. Where are you from? I am from the USA, North Carolina. Plan B says false. Your most avid fan says true. Hi, Kingsley. How you doing? And Desert Living says true. And the answer is true. All right, guys. The name means Christ monogammed, and the trees are decorated only with imagery of Jesus and in white and gold. Oh wow, that sounds so pretty. Hope you be good always. I am, and you too. Oh, that's so pretty. Sounds so pretty. All right. You guys are great. Thank you so much. The first ever candy cane. Now, if you guys were listening, I read this, I think, last week. The first ever candy canes had green and white stripes. Oh, those are good. Rather than the traditional red and white ones. The first ever candy canes had green and white stripes rather than the traditional red and white ones. True or false? And if you guys are paying attention, you would know the answer. Hello, Christmas is near. Yes, it is. I can't believe it. Wow, next Thursday. I'm good. How are you, Isaac? Thank you for asking. How are you? Where do you live? I live in North Carolina, USA. Where are you from? And Kentucky says false. Desert Living says true. And Cherie says, hope speak together and know each other, friend, please. Yes. And the answer is, I'm fine, Pastor, Isaac says. And the answer to that question was false. In fact, the first candy canes had no stripes, while they have been traditional in Europe since 1670. Wow. The stripes were not commonly added until the 1900s. Wow. Good to know. How can you connect and speak together? On here on YouTube. I love the woman of God. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's play the game. Plan B says, wow. I'm 5 for 5. I love Christmas. All right. Yes, you are 5 for 5. Isn't this a lot of fun? And if this is your first time here, you could go back and check out my other 3 weeks. And I'm so glad this Christmas is over after this, but I have a lot in store. I got a lot more trivia for you guys. I have sports and football and all kinds of good trivia, but that won't be till next year. Anyway, onward. Mistletoe might look beautiful, but its name actually means poop twig. Mistletoe might look beautiful, but its name actually means poop twig. True or false? WhatsApp or Facebook? No, I don't, none of that, Sharif. I don't do any of that. Thank you. Play the game or just hang out, okay? Can't be true. Plan B says can't be true. True or false? Kentucky says laugh out loud. I hope false. Desert Living says true. And the answer is true. The plant's name comes originally from the Anglo-Saxon, Old English words mistel, M-I-S-T-E-L, meaning dung, and tan, meaning twig. As the parasitic plant spreads between trees through bird droppings. All right. Mistletoe is pretty. Wow, means poop twig, guys. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Yes, okay. We're not doing the Lord today. We're doing Christmas trivia. I want to have to time you out. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Wow. What's good? Hi, Jonathan Bauer. How you doing? What's good? How you been? Nice to see you again. Kentucky says, wow. Wow, what? You're okay. It's just a game. And your most avid fan just said true, a little late in the game, but that's okay. The name, yeah. We'll see how Isaac is, and I don't want to time you out, but, you know, this is ridiculous. Okay, onward. Anglo-Saxon, I wasn't born yet. Just kidding. Yeah, it's Old English is Anglo-Saxon. All right, something with this. Oh, mamma mia. Okay, is it too bright, guys? The writer of the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was aha. Now, I read this card last week, so if you guys were paying attention, you would know the answer. The writer of the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was the uncle of Robert L. May, who created the character for the department store Montgomery Ward. The writer of the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was the uncle of Robert L. May, who created the character for the department store Montgomery Ward. True or false? Can you read what verse? No, I can't. True. Kentucky says true. And Plan B says false. Anyone else? True or false? Montgomery Ward. Wow, that's going back like a long time. And the answer is false. Desert Living says false. It is false. In fact, they were brother-in-laws. True. Yeah, it was false. They were brother-in-laws. Okay, good to know. A mishearing of the lyrics to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was responsible for the creation of a cartoon special in 1999. Party like it's 1999. Where were you guys in 1999? A mishearing of the lyrics to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was responsible for the creation of a cartoon special in 1999. True or false? Hi, Heavy Pockets. Yesterday I served my right-wing neighbor's ice cream I made from my Mexican wife's breast milk. Oh, that must have tasted very good. Yummy. Thanks for joining. Heavy Pockets. What will I do to stop sin? Oh, Bells, that you need to get rid of some of these trolls. Yes, I know. And the answer is, well, I have a moderator, but I guess I have to moderate myself. And the answer is true. The special title, Olive the Other Reindeer, Olive the Other Reindeer, reference a semi-common mishearing of the line, all of the other reindeer. False. Your most avid fan. You got to pay attention. Thank you for your service, ma'am. Okay, we got one. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Thank you. And Phoenix says true. Hi, Phoenix. I didn't even see you coming in. All right. I got to time out these people. We're not going to have any of this BS going on, okay? I don't mind trolls, but they keep on and on. We're not reading the Bible verses, and blah, 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 and being rude in the chats, because that's not going to happen. I ain't down with that shit, man. And neither are my great supporters and my friends in the chat. So you can take that shit someplace else if that's what you want to do for, anybody else that's thinking of doing that shit, okay? Thank you. You told your moderator to back off. Yeah, well, if you see something, you know what I mean? Come on, it's common sense. Don't worry, I'll just moderate myself. Salute. Oh, God, here. Oh, Romania. Hey, Romania. Nice to have you here. All right. Hello, how are you today? Oh, God, she's drunk to hell again. Who is? You? You ain't fucking talking about me, honey. Yes, ma'am, I'm a good girl. That's good, Phoenix. That's great. Who the fuck are you? What you call, Callie or whatever. Go F yourself. Oh, man, if this was my channel, I'd be putting some of these people. Yeah, right? Fucking the nerve of people. It's like Bafungu. See ya. Anyway, let's go. What's up? Hi, Patty. How you doing? In Russia, Santa Claus is known as Grandfather Frost. In Russia, Santa Claus is known as Grandfather Frost. True or false? Hey, Patty, have you been here before? We're playing Christmas trivia. This is the last week, and it's just true or false answers, and you have 20 seconds to answer it once I read the question twice. And Plan B says true. Abby says true. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. You too. Thank you, Hockey. Grandfather Frost false, and Desert Living says true, and your most avid fan says true, and the answer is true. And Phoenix Lightning says yes, that's true. It is true. His Russian name is, oh my goodness, his Russian name is Ded Moroz, Dedmorz. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that, which translates directly as Grandfather Frost. In France, he's known as Father Christmas. In Germany, he's Christmas Man, and in Italy, he's Daddy Christmas. Oh wow, that is so cool. Oh wow. Okay, onward. I speak a bit of Russian. Oh good. Nice. My eyes. Next one. The popular 90s sitcom Friends, which ran from 1994 to 2004, has a Christmas episode in each of its 10 seasons. The popular 90s sitcom Friends, which ran from 1994 to 2004, has a Christmas episode in each of its 10 seasons. True or false? Yes, true. Plan B says yes, true. Desert Rose was held for how many seconds? 86 seconds. Why? What'd they say? You are boring. Okay, well, go ahead, Nicole, or whatever, Nick. Thank you for coming in, though. Something like that, Grandfather Frost. And the answer is false. You guys remember that sitcom? Or some of you old enough? False. Season 10 is the only one which lacks a Christmas episode. The show did not air between November 2003 and January of 2004, and the holiday was therefore not reflected in the show. Where were you guys in 2003 and 2004? All right, Nicole, are you here? You are bored. Yeah, he's still here, I guess. All right. Yeah, we do got a lot of stupid people coming in and trolling my chat, but hey, whatever. They got nothing better to do. But welcome. Yeah, if you get all nasty and talk crap out of your ass, then you will get booted. Anyway, there is no mention of a stable in biblical accounts of Jesus's birth. There is no mention of a stable in biblical accounts of Jesus's birth. True or false? I'm an old lady. I am too. Hey, whoop whoop. Oh, wow. Season 10, glad to know, Plan B says. And what? With the Friends? Yeah, I used to love that show. All right, you guys. And Plan B says false. And it is true. In fact, some sources suggest that Jesus was born in a cave rather than a stable. Bye, Bells. You're an awesome, great person. I love you. I will always YouTube support you. See you soon, my friend. Oh, thank you, Desert Living. You too. You're a doll, and I hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much for coming in, and we'll see each other again soon. And Merry Christmas. And true and false. Oh, it was true. Did I ask? Oh, I didn't ask the other question. Hi, all. It's my birthday today. Hi, Jessica. Yes, it's Jessica's birthday. She came into my live this morning. Let's sing happy birthday to her. Golly, wow. Okay. Guys, sing happy birthday to Jessica. All four biblical gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, contain a description of the nativity. All four biblical gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, contain a description of the nativity. True or false? Plan B says, happy birthday, Jessica. He was in my live this morning, too. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Desert. Thank you. And Plan B says, oh, I just read that. Happy birthday, Jessica. Phoenix says, happy birthday. You're welcome, Jessica. And your most avid fan says, happy birthday. Why don't you guys sing happy birthday to her? We sang this morning to her. False. The birth of Jesus is described only in two of the Gospels, Matthew and Luke, with most of the details taken from the former. It was false, your most avid fan. You're welcome, Jessica. Thank you for coming in today again. Nice to have you here. Mine's at the end of December. All right, so we'll have to sing happy birthday to you at the end of December, Phoenix, which is a week away. Greetings from Germany. Love American women. Hi, Black Okami. Hi, greetings from Germany. All right, welcome in. Welcome. Hi, Ishra. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, wow. I'm learning as we play. That's great. Yep, that's what it is. Plan B. Heck yeah, so am I. It's great, isn't it? I tell you, I got a lot of trivia in store next year for everyone. So we'll all be learning together and having fun, chilling, and talking with the trolls and kicking people out of our chat. Fun, fun, fun. It's been hard to celebrate my birthday, so this means so much. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Well, I hope we cheer you up. I'm singing because I want y'all to sing too. Oh, we'll sing at the end, okay? Because I don't want to get too sidetracked. Because that's easy to do. Wow, you look like beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ishra. Thank you. You look gorgeous, Black Okabe. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys can make me blush. I like to have fun too. Hi, Ricardo. How you doing? Nice to see you again. I like to have fun too. Heck yeah. Take our mind off the worries of the world and yeah, the stupid people sometimes. Of course, it's good to get away and, do something fun. Get your mind off the worries, like I said, of the world and stuff. Is it true what they say about... I don't know what they say about red women, Crazy Dutch. Be nice because I don't want to have to time you out. We had to do that to a couple of people that were rude and just had no idea what they were talking about. So we just don't want to go there. I don't want to do that. Sing an Elvis song. I'm not going to sing no Elvis song. Maybe on my next live. Maybe next year. Jessica, I understand. I pray for you to be happy. Yes. Yeah, let's pray for her to be happy. Good vibes. This is a lot better than asking AI or Google. That's true. All right, guys, let's continue to play because this could be a whole nother live. All right, did I already read that? Oh, no. Okay. All right. The largest Christmas Stalin ever baked was made in 2010 by the supermarket chain Lidl. Lidl. It's like Aldi. The largest Christmas Stalin overbaked was made in 2010 by the supermarket chain Lidl. True or false? 21 seconds, guys. Dutch, what's up with Indian women? Thank you, Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix, Jessica said thank you, Phoenix. And your most avid fan wants to know, question to Dutch, what's up with Indian women? Jessica says false. Your most avid fan says true. Phoenix is giving a kissy face, and your most avid fan says true. And the answer is true. The Stalin was 72.1 meters long and was certified by Guinness World Records as the railway station of Haarlem in the Netherlands. Why does it say ever baked? I thought it would be like a cookie or something. I guess. Okay. I know you from somewhere. Where? Well, from here. I've seen you here before. All right. French toast is a popular Christmas breakfast meal in Honduras. French toast is a popular Christmas breakfast meal in Honduras. True or false? I feel like it's so bright. My hair's a mess. And Kyle, hi Kyle, how you doing? Nice to see you again. And it is, I almost gave the answer. Jessica says true. Kyle says false. Plan B says falsely. And the answer is false. Instead, a local spiced variant of French toast is eaten as dessert on Christmas Day. Yeah, it's, wow. Okay, have you guys ever been to Honduras? True. Okay. Onward. You guys are doing great. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Advent calendars were first manufactured in the 1700s and contained a small nut rather than a chocolate. Advent calendars were first manufactured in the 1700s and contained a small nut rather than a chocolate. True or false? I'm good. How you been? I've been good. Thank you for asking, Kyle. I'm glad you're doing good. And Jessica says true. Your most avid fan says true. True. Kyle says true. And Plan B says true. And the answer is false. Advent calendars first appeared in the 1800s and contained only a picture behind each door. The addition of a daily treat did not become popular until the 1900s. As a matter of fact, I still got my Advent calendar. Wow. They've been around that long. Holy manoli. Hi, Oriana. That's how you... Oriana, how you doing? Nice to see you. Next question. In Italy, Christmas presents are delivered on January 6th by Fina, an old witch. In Italy, Christmas presents are delivered on January 6th by La Befana, an old witch. This is one of the cards I read last week, if you remember. And Jessica says false. False. Plan B says next. I have a quiz question. Was born in 79, 81, or 75? Jessica says 79, and Plan B says true. Stick to the questions, guys. And the answer is true. La Befana, or Befana, Befana, is said to deliver presents on Epiphany Eve as penance for refusing help to the Magi so that she could clean. Sorry, that's okay. True, Befana. False. And it was true. Well, let's take a break for a sec. All right. Get a little parched. The first recorded example of a Christmas tree being put up by a UK monarch dates from 1800. The first recorded example of a Christmas tree being put up by a UK monarch dates from 1800. True or false? Love your lights behind you. Thank you. Thank you. It looks a little bright today, doesn't it? But thank you. Try to be festive and all that. I got it wrong. That's okay. It's okay if you got it wrong. Your most avid fan says false. Plan B says false. And it is true. Queen Charlotte, the wife of George III, installed a tree at Windsor Castle. Wow. Good to know. True about the tree. The German word for Christmas tree is Tannenbaum. Tannenbaum. The German word for Christmas tree is Tannenbaum. All my German friends would know this. And we have 5, 4 crickets, and name. Does that mean no, Plan B? And the answer is false. This is a misconception caused by the carol O Tannenbaum. A Tannenbaum is simply a specific type of fir tree. The word for Christmas tree is, I don't know German, is Weichen Wallman. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. And it is false. We'll put that over there and I'll look at that later. Sorry, I can't pronounce German. Like I said, I don't know what the cards say until I look at it. So, but it was false to that question for the German word for Christmas tree. Was false. According to tradition, Icelandic children will find a rotting potato in their shoe if they have been naughty. According to tradition, Icelandic children will find a rotting potato in their shoe if they have been naughty. True or false? And Phoenix says false. Your most avid fan says true. Plan B says true. True, true, false, false. No, true, true, false. Uh-oh, did I even put... Oh, I did. Okay, and the answer is true. In the days leading up to Christmas, each of the 13 Yule lads visit Icelandic houses, leaving sweets and small gifts for good children and a rotting potato for the bad ones. Oh my God, that is so cool. That's so funny. Imagine that. Oh, wow. The modern vision of Santa Claus dressed in red and white robes is the result of a Coca-Cola advertising campaign in the 1930s, which was the first to depict him this way. The modern vision of Santa Claus dressed in red and white robes is the result of a Coca-Cola advertising campaign in the 1930s, which was first to depict him this way. True or false? Plan B says true. Oh, Ron was hidden. Oh my God, this trolling today. Just trolling. They got nothing better to do. Hey, it is what it is. It comes with the territory, I guess. And Plan B says false. And the answer is false. Although popularized by this, so many retards say, you're right, exactly. Although popularized by this campaign, Santa's red and white look appears as far back as 1885, well before the Coca-Cola company used it. I remember when they used to advertise that Coca-Cola. That was so cool. You know, back in the day, they don't have that shit now. Oh well, what are you going to do? We're going to take a break for a sec. I'm getting a little parched. Too many trolls. True. Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, I don't think I've ever had this many trolls. I mean, trolls are good, but it's on and on. One wants to read the Bible. The other one is saying some nasty stuff, and somebody comes in and says, oh, like, you know me. Like, Bafangu, you know? Gee. Merry Christmas, young lady. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too. Docs, how you doing? Welcome in. All right. 20th Century Fox offered to refund the tickets of anyone who didn't like the 1994 remake of Miracle on 34th Street. 20th Century Fox offered to refund the tickets of anyone who didn't like the 1994 remake of Miracle on 34th Street. That's such a great show. Oh, I love that show. I think my dog wants to come in. True or false? Your most avid fan says true. And the answer is true. The studio did make this promise, and as a result ended up refunding as many as 1,500 tickets. False. It's 21st Fox. It's true, Plan B. The carol O Holy Night was commissioned in 1847 to celebrate the dedication of a new church in Bethlehem. The carol O Holy Night was commissioned in 1847 to celebrate the dedication of a new church in Bethlehem. True or false? I have no idea, so your guess is as good as mine, even though I see it right here. I haven't watched any TV in 20 years, my friends. 20 years. Yeah, there's really nothing good on TV lately. I mean, there's 1,000 things, but nothing to watch. And true. Oh, your most avid fan says true, and it is false. Although it was written in 1847, it was actually commissioned to celebrate the renovation of a church art organ in southern France. They needed something to play on it. I'm stuck on this. And what? Hi, Pyro. How you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome. And what is held for review? Gosh, another troll, your most avid fan? Oh my God. Today, the trolls. Singer Brenda Lee recorded the song Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree when she was just 13 years old. Singer Brenda Lee recorded the song Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree when she was just 13 years old. True or false? I have no idea who Brenda Lee is, but it's really young, 13. All right, good for her. If it's true, I don't know. Anyone? True or false? And the answer is true. Lee's first hit was 1957's Dynamite, recorded when she was just age 12. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree was released the following year. You'll say true. Shake your body, queen. Shake. Yeah, not right now. And next question. Alabama was the first U.S. state to make Christmas a public holiday. Alabama was the first U.S. state to make Christmas a public holiday. True or false? True or false? Just throw it out there, anybody. Your most avid fan says false. Plan B says false. And the answer is true. The decision was taken in 1836. It wasn't recognized throughout the United States until 1870. Wow. 1836 and 1870. Wow. Oh, wow. I know, right? The Queen's Christmas message to the United Kingdom is broadcast in 3D for those with compatible televisions. The Queen's Christmas message to the United Kingdom is broadcast in 3D for those with compatible televisions. True or false? And Doc says false. Plan B says false. Oh wow, your most avid fan says false, and it is false. It was broadcast in 3D just once in 2012. On Christmas Eve, 50% of the Swedish population sits down to watch a Donald Duck cartoon. On Christmas Eve, 50% of the Swedish population sits down to watch a Donald Duck cartoon. I just love cartoons on Christmas time. The Mickey Mouse and the Peanuts. Those are the good old days. Even the Flintstones, I think, had Christmas. The Jetsons. And the answer is true. The cartoon Cal Anka. Okay, the cartoon Donald Duck and His Friends Wish You a Merry Christmas has aired on Sweden's TV at 3 p.m. every year since 1959. Yeah, it had it in Swedish, the answer, and I wasn't about to attempt that. So, yeah, the cartoon Kalle Anka, Donald Duck and His Friends, which is, okay, Donald Duck is Kalle Anka. Wish You a Merry Christmas has aired on Sweden's TV. Oh, wow, since 1959. Wow. Good to know. True, good old days. Exactly, the good old days when they had really, really good cartoons, you know? All right. Mulled wine was first invented by the Romans in the 2nd century. Mulled wine was first invented by the Romans in the 2nd century. True or false? True or false? Your most avid fan says true. Seems like this is a long game, isn't it? But I've been talking a lot. True. Plan B says false by the Greek. True. It's true. The Romans would add spices to unremarkable wine to improve its flavor, heating it during winter to keep themselves warm. Christmas is observed on December 25th everywhere around the world. Christmas is observed on December 25th everywhere around the world. True or false? And your most avid fan says false. Plan B says false. Hola, how you doing? I don't know where you did. Yes, I forgot, but thank you for coming in. And it is false. Some churches around the world, such as those in Russia, Serbia, and the Ukraine, use the Julian calendar and therefore celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January. I'm going back to my previous stream. All right, yes, I forgot. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Like up the stream on your way out. And come on back. Thank you for coming in. Hola. Es gringo. How you doing? Addis. The largest ever gathering. Whoa, sugar mama. The largest ever gathering of Santa Claus impersonators took place in Arizona, USA in 2014 after a Facebook post went viral. The largest ever gathering of Santa Claus impersonators took place in Arizona, USA in 2014 after a Facebook post went viral. True or false? Whoa, Sugar Mama. Hey, Exum. I need that green eyes like you. They're blue, but they look green because I got the green hue on my backlight. But thank you. Could I be your puppy? I love Austrian painter. Hey, I've seen you before. How you doing, Megatron? And your most avid fan says true. Plan B says true, and it is false. A group of 18,112 Santa Claus impersonators met at the Nagar Saxton Tumarin ground in India on the 27th of December 2014. They were raising money for charity. Okay. I've read this card before. And this is about Christmas trivia, Anastasia. This is true or false Christmas trivia if you're just coming in. Hanging stockings started by accident. True or false? Hanging stockings stockings started by accident. True or false? I got all mumble jumbled there. All right. Wow, this is taking a lot longer than it usually does. But I've been talking, and there's a lot to talk about, guys, and nice chat today. Heck yeah. I'm leaving. Okay, Anastasia, thank you for coming in. Hit that like button on your way out, please. Thank you. And the answer is true. According to legend, we hang stockings by the chimney with care thanks to a poor man who didn't have enough money for his 3 daughters. Dowie's generous Saint Nick dropped a bag of gold down their chimney one night where the girls hung their stockings to dry. That's where the gold ended up and how the tradition began. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. And for the smiley faces. Why do I have to like? You don't. I'm just kidding. You don't. Hi, Elvira. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome. Why did you retract your message, Anastasia? The British Christmas pudding dates back as far as the 1600s. The British Christmas pudding dates back as far as the 1600s. True or false, everyone? What do likes give you? I don't know, doesn't give me really anything. I think it's like good for the algorithm or something. True, your most avid fan says, and 1500 says Samuel. 1500s and Plan B says false. Hi Samuel, how you doing? And the answer is false. In its current form, at least, the first Christmas pudding recipe was published in 1845 in Eliza Acton's book, Madame Cookery for Private Families. Okay. On Christmas Eve, it is traditional for the Chinese to exchange apples. On Christmas Eve, it's traditional for the Chinese to exchange apples. True or false? Was you there? No, it's way before my time, honey. Way before my time. I retracted my message because I can. Well, good for you. We could also time you out, too, if you want to be a smartass. And Samuel says true, and your most avid fan says false, and it is true. Although Christmas is not a traditional Chinese holiday, the exchange of carved peace apples have become more popular in recent years as its popularity grows in China. Don't be mean and stop swearing. I try to be nice. I'm not swearing, and you're trying to be nice. Well, just be nice. That's all. Just be kind. You don't have to back talk. Oh, you don't have to cry emoji. Hit that like button, Anastasia. You know I'm giving you a hard time, honey. The earliest Christmas cards contained visuals of snowy landscapes with religious imagery. The earliest Christmas cards contained visuals of snowy landscapes with religious imagery. True or false? Man, everyone's out and about on here, aren't ya? And Plan B says yes. Yes would be true, right? And Samuel says false, and it is false. The most common motif on early cards was of spring flowers, promising a return to warmer times in winter. Oh, wow. Christmas cards have been common in the USA since 1800. Christmas cards have been common in the USA since 1800. True or false? My throat's getting a little dry. False. True. And it is false. The first U.S. produced Christmas cards were printed by the Prussian immigrant Louis Prang. That's an A. Louis Prang in 1875. All right. Wow. Let me read that again. Okay. Do you guys still send out Christmas cards? Samuel says, yay, 3 out of 3. All right, yay. That's great. In Iceland, Santa has a scary counterpart, an old lady who kidnaps children who have been naughty. If you were paying attention last week, I had the same question. In Iceland, Santa has a scary counterpart, an old lady who kidnaps children who have been naughty. True or false? That's what this says. Samuel says yes. True, true, true. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. And the likes and participating and being nice. Thank you. And 2 and 1. What keeps getting held for a review? We got a stew nod somewhere. And the answer is true. The old woman, Grylia, Gryllia, I really don't know how to pronounce it in the correct way. The old woman, Gryllia, is said to boil children in her cauldron if they have failed to be good. Ooh. Oh my God. I wouldn't want to be in Iceland. Oh my God, really? That's horrifying. Oh, you're from Brazil. Hi. Welcome from Brazil. Iceland is a chilled place. Yeah, right? They boil children. That's, oh my God, that's horrifying. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't want to be there. The traditional Armenian Christmas Eve meal consists of fried fish, lettuce, and spinach. The traditional Armenian Christmas Eve meal consists of fried fish, lettuce, and spinach. True or false? I'm English, by the way. All right, you're from England? You're from England, right, Samuel? I love that name, by the way. It's a nice name. And Samuel says true, and the answer is true. Many Armenians fast for a week prior to Christmas, so the meal they eat is deliberately light, so and not to stress their stomachs. Oh wow, that is nice and light and very good for you. What are you eating? A lollipop. I'm getting really dry. My mouth, I'm talking so much. 4 out of 4. 4. Whoop whoop. That's right. Whoop whoop. You go. All right. Congratulations. And if you guys were paying attention last week too, I read this card. I read this card 2 weeks ago. Chocolate coins are given at Christmas to represent the gold given to infant Jesus by the Magi. Chocolate coins are given at Christmas to represent the gold given to the infant Jesus by the Magi. True or false? Oh my God. Yeah, my hair is just not. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, it did a little bit. Oh, you're so sweet, Sanchez. Aw. And the answer is false. Hi, Karen Armstrong. How you doing? Nice to see you again, honey. How you been? And the answer is false. They are actually related to the charity handed out. Wait, let's read that again. They are actually related to the charity handed out to the poor by the original St. Nicholas. Karen says, good, and you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. 9 out of 10 Americans celebrate Christmas. 9 out of 10 Americans celebrate Christmas. True or false? Are you all ready for Christmas, Karen? 9 out of 10 Americans celebrate Christmas. And the answer is true. According to research conducted, According to research conducted in 2017, 90% of Americans mark Christmas in some way. Wow. Though fewer than half do as part of their religion. In Japan, they eat KFC for Christmas. Yes, they do. That's right. As a matter of fact, that was a question, I think, last week, true or false. Yep, and that was one of the questions, Karen. Wow, I didn't realize how many people celebrated Christmas. 90%. Wow. The average speed of a falling snowflake is 10 miles per hour. The average speed of a falling snowflake is 10 miles per hour. True or false? 10 miles per hour, that's pretty fast. I love watching snowfall. So pretty. And your most avid fan says true. Hey, Busy Slim, how you doing? Excuse me. And Slim says false. Plan B says so false, and it is false. Most most snowflakes fall at around 1.5 miles per hour, and the fastest recorded only fall at 9 miles per hour. Oh wow. They sure seem like they fall out of the sky a lot faster than that. 1 second. Yo, did you know St. Nicholas was a thief? He was? No, I didn't know that. And the ones in society should be ignored, Samuel says. Fall at speed of smell. Okay. There's another snowflake question. Individual snowflakes are transparent, not white. Individual snowflakes are transparent, not white. True or false? Hey, how you think he got all those presents to start with? I think they were donated, weren't they? Or made? I don't know. I wouldn't want to think of him as a thief. That's not nice. Samuel says true. Plan B says yes, true, and it is true. Snowflakes themselves are clear, but when light passes through them, it is scattered and different across the entire spectrum. So when lots of snowflakes pile up together, they appear white, the combination of all colors of light. Oh, wow. I love when it snows. So pretty. Now, I'm sure he ordered from Amazon and said they were never delivered. Yeah, probably. 7 out of 7. Whoop, whoop. Yes. All right. We got 3 cards left, guys. You're doing great. Thank you so much for coming in. The first string of electric Christmas lights was displayed by Thomas Edison. The first string of electric Christmas lights was displayed by Thomas Edison. True or false? False, Busy Slim says. And Samuel says false. 2 falses, and we have 3, 2, 1, and the answer is true. Edison initially displayed the colored lights outside his workplace at the Menlo Park Laboratory in 1880. He discovered electricity, but not the Christmas lights. Well, he displayed the colored lights in 1880, so Busy Slim says, no shit. I knew that. Right. How could you forget? All right. The first snow globe was created by mistake. The first snow globe was created by mistake. True or false? And your most avid fan says true. My eyes. That's not true, the Christmas part. Well, it says right here, Samuel. I just go by what the card says. And Samuel says true. Busy Slim says no idea. True. Inventor Edwin Perry was trying to improve the light bulb, and in one experiment added semolina and water to the globe. It reminded him of settling snow, and in 1905, he founded Original Vienna Snow Globes, which remains in business today. Wow, they've been around that long. Holy manoli. All right, we got 2 more cards left. Oh no, oh no. Hey, Slow Burn. When did you sneak in here? How you doing? Welcome in. Well, what you know. Hola. Hola. Hi, Bay. Hi, Kyle. How you doing? He says hello. Hi. Wow, we've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. Whoop, whoop. We're almost done. All right. Of the 5 Home Alone movies in the franchise, only one does not take place on Christmas, at Christmas. Of the 5 Home Alone movies in the franchise, only one does not take place on Christmas, at Christmas. True or false? I'm good. I'm from South Africa. And you? I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. And I am from North Carolina, USA. Welcome in from South Africa. Nice to have you here. Busy Slim says you're fun. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And Samuel says true. Africana, your most avid fan, says, and it is true. Plan B says true. It is nice, you cute, hey. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it is true. Home Alone 3, although it takes place during winter, does not explicitly take place at Christmas. Unlike the other 4, they were all filmed in a studio. Well, no shit, Sherlock, but it's, does not take place at Christmas. It doesn't say it's outside or inside. All right. Next question. Only joking. I know I'm only joking 2 minutes. No shit, Sherlock. Every snowflake is unique. True or false? Every snowflake is unique. I'm a little hungry. And Samuel says true. True, true, false, too many, Busy Slim says, and the answer is false. I got to go now. Thank you for saying happy birthday to me. It meant so much. Oh, well, you're welcome, Jessica. You have a great rest of your day. And it was fun singing happy birthday to you this morning. You have a great day and have a Merry Christmas, honey. I hope to see you again. You take care of yourself and be safe out there. And Plan B says true and false, true, true, false, too many, and it is false. And your most avid fan says, bye, Jessica. Have a nice day. Well, this is technically true on a molecule scale. There are only 80 basic shapes that snowflakes can form, and finding 2 that have an identical shape is entirely possible. Wow. Good to know. And Plan B says, happy birthday, Jess. Jessica and Kyle says, happy birthday, Jessica. She was in my live this morning when I did a live on the beach of the sunrise. The part 2. And everybody sang happy birthday to her. We had so much fun. Thank you at Plan. She said, Jessica says, thank you at Plan B and at Kyle Musket. All right. Uno left. Uno. All right. You guys ready for the finale? I am. In Italy, a common Christmas meal is the Feast of 7 Pastas, in which 7 different type of pasta are served as individual courses. In Italy, a common Christmas meal is the Feast of 7 Pastas, in which 7 different types of pasta are served as individual courses. True or false? Samuel says, happy birthday, Jess. Kyle says, it's a pleasure, sweetie pie. Jessica says, how many questions do you do? I only have this one and another one, and I'm done. And Samuel says false. Busy says nah, false. Yes, yes, true. Plan B says, and it is false. The answer is false. In fact, the traditional Italian meal is the Feast of the Seven Fishes. I knew that. In which 7 different fish are prepared and served in 7 different ways throughout the night. Yummy, 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 yummy. Don't you feel cold? No, it's nice and warm in here. And your most avid fan says true. I like the cold anyway. And before I go, Jessica says, before I go, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you all. Hope you all have a lovely day. See you again. Yeah, see you again, honey. And you have a great rest of your day and a very Merry Christmas and a nice, safe, and Happy New Year. And I hope you come back in and join us on my next live, which will be the Saturday after New Year's. I think that's January 3rd or something. And for new trivia, all kinds of trivia. I got some really cool trivia next year. And you have a great Merry Christmas too, Jessica. And enjoy the rest of your day. Slabo. Hey, Slabo. Keep it up, eh? Wait, what? Keep it up, eh? Your live us in order, not like other people's live. Okay. Merry Christmas, Jess. Plan B says. Have a great Christmas and New Year, Busy Slim says. Are you drinking, bae? No, I'm not, Kyle. Jessica says, thank you, Plan B. Oh, you guys are so nice. I love it. Always be always be nice and respectful to the chat. And moi. Not like all the other trolls that came in were very disrespectful. No reason for that. Anyways, I'm a Muslim and 2 billion people don't celebrate New Year's. Really? Sorry, I gotta keep, my lips are dry. All right, you guys ready for the last question? All right. Santa's reindeer, except Rudolph, take their names from an 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas. Santa's reindeers, except Rudolph, take their names from an 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas. True or false? It's true. In my country, there is nothing. Really? Christmas spirit on chat. That's right. You got it. You're all Christmas spirit. It's great. Milong, I didn't know that. Interesting. Is 2 billion is a Muslim population, and your most avid fan says true, and it is. Busy Slim says true, I guess. Christmas spirit on chat. Milong says yes. Oh, he answered your question, your most avid fan. And Plan B says true, and it is true. You guys are smart. Written by Clement C. Moore. The poem is the earliest source of the names we traditionally use for Santa's reindeers. All right. Whew. That was a long 4 weeks, huh? Hold on. All right. I couldn't name one other reindeer. You don't know the reindeer's names? That's okay. All right, guys, that was fun. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, now we did this. We're over this. This is done for the season. My God. And the first Saturday, I think that's of the new year, I think that's January 3rd. I don't know, I have it written down. I don't know off the top of my head. Yeah, that would be, yeah, these Christmas New Year's Eve is what? The Thursday, and then New Year's Day. So yeah, the Saturday would be the 3rd. Anyway, so I'll be back on that day with some brand new trivia. Same time, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I got all kinds of really cool trivia and new things going on in the new year. Just Rudolph. Got more? That's it. Your most avid fan, and you were with me the whole 4 weeks. Most of you were. Thank you. And Malong says more than 30 countries are Muslim. In Indonesia alone, there are more than 200 million Muslims. Wow, I didn't know that. I respect the faith too, yes. Not the fanatics. Hi, Steak Top fan. How you doing? We're all done with the trivia, but thank you for coming in again. Thank you. Jessica was in here. You remember Jessica? It was her birthday. We sang happy birthday this morning, remember? On the Sunrise Live this morning. All right, guys. Wow, I've been on an hour and 32 minutes. It was great talking to you all, and thank you for coming in. Hold on, let me put everything away. You guys can chat amongst yourselves. I get some of this stuff put away. It was my mom's birthday yesterday. Well, happy birthday to your mom, Steak Top. And at this moment, thousands are embracing Islam day by day. Can you shout out the what? They are great dancers. Happy holidays. Shout out who, honey? Hold on, I can't see. When next live again, Plan B, sorry. It's Saturday, but let me get the date for you. I'm pretty sure it's going to be January 3rd. Oh, my hair. January 3rd, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. The Saturday after, New Year's Eve is Thursday. And then the first, hold on, let me make sure. I don't want to tell you something and that to be true. Can you shout out I don't know, DJ Paul, shout out who? They are great dancers. Happy holidays. I don't know the emoji sign, but I'll shout them out. Sure. No, rather Sunday. Fixing additional maths, and that's my job. Hold on, I'll get the date for you. I have to climb over bells. It is January 3rd. January 3rd, I will be live. 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Same place, different trivia. Yeah, Sunday is rest day for me, Mum Long. So I don't really do anything on Sundays. Just, not YouTube, none of YouTube stuff. Catch up from the week that I need to do and all that. I'm in December 20th. I'm in North Africa. Okay, well, hope to see you guys next Saturday, next year. Like I said, all new trivia. So put on your your notification bell, so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. Take care, guys. Merry Christmas and see you next year. Bye.